What's up guys, IK here and welcome back to more Scrap Mechanic. So I have started to build a new world. As you can see, it's a castle world and this will be my medieval city 3.0 or something. Yeah, I believe this is third attempt to build the medieval city. If you remember the first one was the one which I blew up in the previous episode. You can go in my videos and check it out how I blew up that castle there. And the second attempt was, maybe you recognize this castle. I'll go in a second closer to castle. I just want to throw the world around first. Anyways, so yeah, that's the castle which I was building in the second version of the medieval city. But after this terrain builder update, there was some glitch happening or something. And the whole world basically is like a reset or something, that there's trees and everything is in the middle and so on. So basically the whole terrain is different and all the houses are underground and I can't really modify anything. So basically I had to scrap that world and I came to a new world, and this time I did differently. I made a world to fit the creations, not the creations, the world. So that's how you'll see this mountain here. Actually that's a thing which I kind of did research and found out that usually were made where there's some natural defense, so you don't have to build as tall walls or something, so the castle is safe. So yeah, this is the tile. Actually, maybe I should first show the world so you guys can get maybe some inspiration, maybe make something for me, some house and so on, because I really want to fill this whole area where there is no trees. There will be something related to this city build. It's kind of hard to call it city, and also I'm not really sure if I'll build a city inside the fences, like the main castle, or the main castle will be just like a separate entity, because it's not that big actually in there. So yeah, and here is the field, which right now I have just basically there's two tiles which I'll use. One was, well, there's three actually. One was these trees. I didn't made it, I just made a world with them. But I made this tile, which for now there is this grass only. But once I will come to this way, I'll start to make some roads and something like that. Like you see there on the rock mountain or hill. I always struggle to think how to call these kind of things. Is this a hill or it's a mountain? Let's call it hill. Hill feels a bit smaller. I bet there's some definition how you call whatever. Anyway, so yeah, but yesterday when I was blowing up this city, this medieval city, this castle, I saw there I had a docks. So now I have this idea to maybe make some bigger river or something. So there's a docks and maybe some medieval ships and so on. So there's basically like a, well, that would be actually kind of cool now when I think about it. To make like a docks in the middle, and there's like a city to both sides, and then there's like this pathway to the castle, which actually could actually work out pretty well. Depends really if I'm not losing interest and if the game doesn't start to crash or the FPS doesn't start to drop or something. And also another thing which I want to show. Well, yeah, there is this small river here, but it's not really meant for docks. I already put it on barrel, but as you can see, the water is moving. It's actually kind of interesting how I did it. Well, it's pretty simple, but I really like how it turned out. Basically, there is this bearing which moves really slow, and as you can see, actually this is what I really like. See how the river starts? There's like this rocks, and then the river starts. So yeah, and the water, as you can see, it moves, but the only tiny thing which is kind of wrong with it is that first off, it doesn't go in the right direction, and secondly, as this is close to bearing, it moves really slow. But once you go to the other end, it really moves real fast. So you can already kind of see that it moves really fast. And also the whole our tile is pretty awesome. I'm really proud how it turned out. And also here will be the bridge, and I found this pirate mode, and I already have let me actually maybe. Not sure if this was the big one or this is the big one. Let's hope this is the big one. Can I place that right? So basically there's these pieces. I think I'll make some kind of a wood bridge or something, because there is also these pieces which are super awesome. I got these wood planks, but with these ones, it's hard to think how to make it quick so it looks basically like you can make gaps, which is kind of awesome. Like let's say there's some broken out bridge, no, but broken out wood plank, so you can make like a rundown bridge or something. For now it's like this, and I just really like this area. It really looks like a setup and so on. So yeah, and here will be the castle, the road to the castle. This is another thing which I'm really proud of how it turned out. And also these rocks, they have this like a rocky bulba ground around all of them. And even here, but let's go by the main road, so you guys can see how the castle will be and so on. So and the river goes there. Not sure how long this episode will be right now, because I have some stuff to show. So if I have time, I'll show how the river looks at the end. Basically it's just like this, just goes to the end, and there's lake at the end. So yeah, and here is the road to the castle. And yeah, I really like how these rocks looks and so on. But yeah, let's go inside the castle. Maybe I should have closed this one. And maybe you remember, this is the castle which I made in the live stream like a really long time ago, together with LoadPain. And we spent like 4 hours or something just to design this front part, and it turned out pretty awesome. But as I had to cut it from the previous board and bring it here, I kinda had to redo a lot of it, and there's some parts which doesn't really work right now. As you remember, these parts were spinning and these wheels are spinning, so it looks like the bridge, no, but well, I guess they are called bridges. Basically the gates, so they opens and the piece on up there just compress and looks pretty awesome. And also another thing which is kind of unique is that, as you can see, the terrain here is not flat, but in the previous world it was flat. So I kind of had to improvise with the bottom part, and actually I think it turned out kind of awesome with these like screws, so it really fits here. And also in this pirate mode, this pirate mode was the reason why I started the second medieval city, because this part, they just look so awesome. You can make a ton of stuff and so on. Here's another example which I tried just to see maybe there's like a horse attachment point or something. Let's say some visitors come and they are not let it inside with the horses, so you can just tie your horse here and then you can go inside or something. Actually, now when I think, these gates are really small. And actually, the thing which I figured out almost at the end, I'll explain a bit later, that this castle is really like really detailed but small. Like usually when you check pictures, the castles are really massive and big and so on. So that's why at the beginning I had these corners, like at the corners, well, that makes sense. But when I made at the back, it didn't look right. Like it was just too tiny and not impressive. So I made these two new towers. Oh, I haven't finished at this side. Yeah, basically I made these two giant towers which are massive and so on. I still think they are too small, like too low. I should make them bigger. Maybe I should add some here in the middle, because I have this template saved, so I can just build. And that's another thing. Actually, there's a ton of things to say right now. There is another thing which I already forgot what I want to say. Oh, that I'll make some modules and so on. Because when I was making some mods and so on, I was checking. Let's go inside so you guys can see already. I saw some Blender tutorials of how to make stuff and so on. And one dude was also making this castle, and he made like a small, like a one part rooms, and then he just put them all together and made a castle like modules. That's the word I'm searching for. So basically what I think, I'll also make a modules, and then I can just put it all together and make it look like a castle, so I don't have to build every piece on my own. That's through a weird way how I said it. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't have to make each piece individually, or just the whole castle individually. I can just make, let's say, this part, and then I just weld it together and make the circle and so on. First off, it will be faster, and secondly, well, basically that's how the castle is made and how it looks. That it's quite similar. It's not that each room is different, if that makes sense. And before I go into these ones, let me show this giant hole. Oh, excuse me. I bet most of you won't. This won't make any sense. Like, why would I have this giant hole? But I guess at this time you already figured out that will be a basement for the castle, because that was the issue in my previous castle. It's, for example, like a prison and some, well, that's the only thing which comes in my head right now, or just storage or something. Usually are in the bottom of the castle, like in the basements. But if I will have flat board, I really couldn't make like a proper basement. I'll need to build up, so this way I'll have a basement. I already just tested how deep and so on it is. So, and also that's another cool thing with the tile builder, is like if I just don't want to build it, I can just fill this whole hole with the grass and it's back to original, or if I want I can make it bigger and so on. And also I really like that the relief is not flat. Like you can see it goes up and down and so on. Maybe actually on this corner I should have make it so it goes like the wall just to the ground. I guess it would look a lot better, but well, it's kinda hard to make it in scrap mechanics, so that's why I made it like this. So yeah, here will be the basement with some prisons and so on. And also the reason why I made the basement is so it looks, when you walk in, there's up and down that you can go, so you can get lost in the castle. At least that's the way how I want to make it. And this is the reason why I think should I make the city like out there, or should I make it inside? Because there's not a lot of space, and usually this kind of fence is around the main castle. And then around the whole perimeter, there's like this main city or whatever fence. So this is like a last defense point or something for the castle. And then there's like a peasants living down there and so on. I already have a ton of ideas in my head how this could look, but first I'll make the castle so I not get bored of that and doesn't make it and so on. Anyway, so let's go up here first. I don't want to show these, but these are another like thingy which I want to cover, so that's why let me first show this area. And also these like railings are from the pirate mode. And actually, maybe some of you know this dude who made these pirate modes. Maybe you can ask him to make the collisions a bit better for these fences, because right now they are squares or cylinders. I believe they are this thick, just a bit smaller. Because as you can see, I have three blocks wide way, but I often get stuck, and that's because this is as thick as this piece. Anyway, so yeah, here's the railing, and here's the tower. And I like these wood planks, so I can make these stairs look lot more detailed and so on. And here is the top of one corner. And also I really like these chains. They are also in the pirate mode, so it all together looks pretty awesome. And you can see from the back if there's some enemies coming or something. Actually, it's kind of awesome. I never checked it from this way. And in these like forest tiles, there's this path, but when you go in closer, it's all grass, so it's not really that it matters where the path goes. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. So yeah, this is how this tower looks. As you can see, I already added a ton of details and so on. But right, now let's go down to like the main thing. And the main thing is just that I was trying different like modules or different ways how to make things and so on. So first was this like this surrounding around the castle. I'm not sure if it looks good, like if it fits with the rest of the castle, because the rest of the castle is like a square and so on, and this Oh, excuse me, this looks like a from different type of castle, which I don't really want to build right now, but I bet I'll somewhere use this piece, like let's say where you attach the horses and so on. And actually these things which I want to talk about, I also just made some windows and so on, but I really like these, let's say, I have actually one mod, not sure by who it's made. Let's say, somewhere there was X. Can you see? Right here at the, I can't really draw over it or my game will crash. Here's this X in a gray color, like third from the left in the middle. But when I draw it over, the game crashes, so whoever made this X, please, please fix it so I can use it or not crash my game anymore. But what I want to show, oh these, like here's pieces made by Lord Pain, and these were for the cars. So he made with this yellow color, but the issue for me was that I'm using these original colored bricks because there's just too many and can't be bothered to paint them. So, but there, like you see, you can't really paint in the right color, so it matched with the bricks. Where is the piece here? So what I did, I just made my own piece, and just to prove that I didn't copy it and so on, here's the both pieces. So as you can see, mine I believe is less square, less rounded or something, so the curve is a little bit different. Although I believe I used the same technique as Lord Pain did when he made this one. Anyway, so yeah, it's also 1.5. I love these ones just so those who are YouTube police doesn't say that I copied piece or anyways. So yeah, what I did, I made this piece and made in this same color as the bricks, and it turned out pretty awesome. I like how they blends in and so on. And here's another try which I wanted to do is I had this, let's go at the top and not crash the game. I have these bricks, well actually these ones you can already see, these bricks which I made a long time ago, and I just tried to apply the same color, so maybe I can use different bricks, but I don't think this brick looks that great, or maybe I should make darker like a areas where is this concrete between the bricks, so it looks almost like the regional block. Another idea I have just to like I'll downsize these original bricks so it's like as small as these ones. So basically, let's say 2 brick lines per one block, so it doesn't look that massive. Because I really like this brick which I'm using here. So basically, I just reverted back to this, and I won't use these bricks because this doesn't fit. And also here's the fence, no, but the chain pieces inside. Here's the small ones, here's the big ones. Here's some door example. These are just like ideas and so on. But this excuse me, this what I really like. I made this 1x3 block. Yeah, it looks like 1x3 block, which basically collision you have only like at the top, and that let me do things like this, where like the wood things goes inside. Because I really want just first make like a proper ideas and modules and then just start to build and so on. And also with these 2 pieces, what I really like if I could show. Well, you can already see, but I just want to build. Let's say like this 3 pieces is that it just gives this like a church looking windows. Like even this without, oh, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't try it like this before, that there is no these bricks that looks like this. And actually let me try glass. Let's see, 3x4 glass. Let's see if this glass actually could fit inside. Oh yeah, it actually does. Actually does fit inside like this. So yeah, I can make glass, and as you can see, it's like in the middle. This from my custom shape mod. Maybe I should make some windows which does fit in this shape. It's kind of awesome. Let's see how does it look painted. This is another thing which I haven't tried. Where is this piece? Alright. Yeah, that's too dark. That's still too dark, but yeah, you get what I mean. This guy looks good. I guess it looks even better without window just yet. So basically that's why I made this piece, and actually can't one try. This piece, how does this look? Well, actually it's not that bad. It's actually a perfect egg shape. That's kinda cool. It looks like some submarine or something. It's kinda interesting that how this small piece can actually make it look different. 1, 2, 3 piece. It's kinda sucks that there's no this wood piece which is 3 by 1 or something. Let me actually try like this, because this, no, it actually looks awesome like this. Anyways, that's all for showing what kind of modules think about right now. But these are kinda awesome actually. I'm glad I made these ones. So yeah, this is how this world looks like. Let me actually go down to this river because I feel like I still have some time if I cut out some piece, because I'm just really proud how this tile turned out. But yeah, see what I told about the water, that it moves so fast here. I also hear at the end I kinda made a slope not that big, so maybe I can make some. Oh yeah, the water's just pouring really fast, so I'll make some dock here. But the big dock I believe will be somewhere like at the back, so I can make some ships and so on. I guess it could turn out pretty awesome. So yeah guys, if you have some suggestions, or maybe you have some creation or something which could fit in this medieval city build, because I can see I have a ton of space to fill, you can feel free to send them. Just leave in the comments link to your creation, or join my Discord. Link is in the description or on the top right at the above my header thingy in the YouTube. You can join my Discord and send your creations there. Although I'm not really sure if someone will actually do it. And yeah, here's these chains, which looks kinda awesome as well. So yeah guys, I believe that's all for this episode. I hope you guys like it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye.